That's ridiculous. Still got it. Still got it. Pete slipped on the start line and he still won. Yeah. Bolt, come at me. All right, let's do it. Track day with these guys. We are doing 8x50s with lots of rest. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Swallows every single sprint. And no excuses. Pete's a boss, he's explosive as all hell. Like, that's fair enough. But being beaten by your brother by that much every single time is just brutal. So no excuses. Instead, let's talk about why. We're back, baby. Reason number one, he's stronger. This one's just a sad statement of fact. I'm core lifting around 90 to 110 kilos, depending on the day. Meanwhile, Davey's getting a PB every 3 to 4 weeks. His most recent? All right, 157.5, let's go. And this just comes down to consistency. He's lifting 3 times a week, every single week, and he's barely missed one for the last 2 years. Meanwhile, I've had some setbacks and things go wrong. Okay, reason number 2, Davey's more bendy. Everyone lives on a continuum from stiff as a board down to gymnast and dancer level flexibility.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
I'm kind of on the stiff end of the continuum, so I'm probably about here, while Davey lives more on the bendy, floppy end of things. Back when we were kids, Davey's nickname was Coogly, because he used to run all kind of floppy and all over the place because of this, but he also used to sit really weird. He used to like sit kind of like with his legs out to the side. I can't even do it, like his legs would be like out to the side of his body. I don't know how he did it. See, normally though, being this bendy actually makes you weaker and more lax. But see, the thing is, for Davey, when you combine his flexibility, his bendiness, with his super levels of strength, you create a spring which is ready to explode. It makes him a lot more reactive and a lot more elastic off the ground when it comes to creating power. That's halfway. This isn't good. Number 3, Davey's lighter. So I weigh about 92 kilos. I haven't weighed in a while. While Davey weighs about 82. Now that alone means he's got a smaller body to send down the track. So that's gonna make it easier for him to carry that weight and create momentum easily. But when you combine that lightness with his strength, so you combine being light with his strength, that means his relative strength goes way through the roof. So he's 157.5 kilos. When you take into account his body weight, what's 157.5 divided by 82?
It's about 1.9.
So he's causing 1.92 times body weight, while I'm, what's 100 divided by 92? Got 2 to go. If I'm gonna win any, it's gonna be these 2. Well, I'm doing 1.08, which is pathetic. So that relative strength, when we talk about creating power, is massive. Being relatively strong, so being able to break inertia and create momentum, especially during the acceleration phase, means you can reach a much higher top speed. And over a short race like a 50, that's chalk and cheese. Okay, point number 4, and the final point for today, is training history. In fact, let's story time. Okay, story time. So back when I was a kid, I was sport obsessed. Basketball and footy, especially basketball, I was just addicted. And I was okay, I was a decent basketballer, but I was nothing special. And my biggest weakness was my lack of quickness and my lack of explosiveness. Here's where it's stupid. I thought the answer was to get super fit by running lots of slow distance cardio. If I just got super fit, I could outrun everyone and it would solve my problem. So I had 3, 5, 6, 10 Ks. I had these loops that I would run from home and I would just run 3 or 4 times a week. It had zero effect on my quickness and agility and my power. And in fact, it probably made it worse, because what it did was, when I was young and when I was developing, I sort of switched my fiber type, my muscle fiber and my motor unit type, from a more explosive and a fast twitch type, which I still don't think I am, but I switched it more to a slow twitch aerobic type. So nowadays, give me a 3K time trial or even a 1K or even a 400 and I go pretty okay. But bring anything, dunking, sprinting, accelerating, this explosive power type stuff, useless. Meanwhile, Davey, who was also a pretty decent athlete, he was okay, but was much lazier than I am. Sorry, Davey. He would much sooner fly to the moon than he would get up early to go for a run in the morning. Like, it just wasn't his thing. So he would train and play sport and stuff like that. But the extra running that I was doing, he was getting sleep. And so now, while I'm a much more aerobic type 1 type athlete, he's maintained a lot of his elasticity and reactivity that he had with his type 2 from when he was a kid, because he didn't do all that extra training. I guess he got the last laugh. So basically, all of this means anytime there's a speed, a power, an explosive type event, my brother's probably going to kick my butt. But for me to get those wins, I need to take him out to longer distances, or I need to shorten up the rest, which I'm definitely going to be doing.
Advance Australia Fair. Good job, boys.
And then, you know what they usually do is everyone gets up on the first podium for a photo, which I disagree with.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't let them.